Hello everyone, it is Walt bringing you another one of the 100 ways to motivate yourself. Part 50, literally halfway there, we have an absolutely fantastic principle here for you today. And this principle, I really love this one, I think that's pretty obvious, but this one is to get out of the box. Now a lot of people say think outside the box, but it's a little more complicated than that, but once you start to understand how useful this principle is, it is so valuable. And basically what he says here is that we think about our entire life, our future, based on our past, okay? That really a lot of what makes our future is like what we know from our past, because that's taught us what's possible, how the world works. And a lot of us have a negative past or things we've interpreted to be negative. And so what we do is, as Dr. Wayne Dyer says, it's like we take this manure and we just spread it all over ourselves, all this manure from the past. And then we're like, why are we so stinky? Obviously because you're pouring all that kind of crap all over you from the past. And the way to get past this, he says, is to realize that you can create the future from nothing, okay? Think about some of Dr. Wayne Dyer's principles of letting go of the past, the wake doesn't drive the boat, all that kind of stuff. I have videos on those things specifically. And this is so true when it comes to changing your life. You can change so much of your life when you're willing to let go of your personal history, another fantastic Wayne Dyer principle there, and just kind of really realize that you can create your future out of nothing. You can pull it out of thin air because you are creative, you are powerful, and you have great potential. But some of this also requires you to change your machine for coming up with creative ideas, which is your subconscious mind. So conditioning your subconscious mind to be positive, to be better, to be happy, using affirmations on a day-to-day basis, like every day in every way, I am getting better and better. You guys know I love that affirmation. I recommend you give it a shot if you haven't, or any other kind of positive affirmation. If you have some affirmations you want me to go through on videos, just let me know, because I love this kind of stuff. Regardless, when you think outside the box, you can really see your future as separate from that. Now here's the thing about fear. Fear is an emotion that is entirely based on the past and projected onto the future. I think of it like that Family Guy episode. There's this good one where it's one of the early seasons, I believe, where Quagmire is marrying this girl who had been a maid for Peter in the early part of the episode. And then there's this part in the park where they're faking Quagmire's death and stuff. And we have this scene where Peter brings in a fake T-Rex and has like Jurassic Park theme. Ding 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 ding. It's an absolutely hilarious episode if you guys haven't seen that one. Anyway, I like that show, but a funny thing there is that really it's obviously fake, because there's Peter right in the camera. He's holding the T-Rex and bending it over like it's really there, eating Quagmire. And obviously it's not, because, come on, his hand is even on it. And that's really what fear is doing, and we're just falling for it. We're thinking that's real when, we see it. Oh no, it's a T-Rex. No, it's not, okay? That's kind of just so much of what life is like. I always think of that kind of moment as like that. See, we fall for our past where fear is just playing us with a really basic game, really just faking it out, like I got your nose kind of game, and we're just falling for it of saying like fear knows better. No, fear does not know better. Fear is an emotion that lives in the past and is just playing shadow puppets onto our future, saying, oh no, this bad thing's gonna happen, you need to do it perfectly, otherwise everything's gonna fall apart, you have to hold the world together, you need to be Atlas and lift the world, all that kind of stuff. Just has this attitude of you have to do everything, and it fills people with a sense of dread, and they have to drink and use drugs to get away from it, and they have all this kind of horrible parts about their past. They feel guilty. I mean, guys know how much I hate guilt and how many videos I've done on guilt. But really, that's so much of what happens to all these people all around the world. Some cultures are worse than others, but it just happens to people all the time. But instead, if you can just get rid of that kind of fearful part of the past, see the future from the present moment, where you can pull things out of your subconscious mind, where you can get great, creative, inspiring ideas and build a future out of that, then the future is not just a better past, it can be a phenomenal and wonderful future. That's about it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time on part 51, so stay tuned. I'll see you then.